Hey everyone. So today, firstly, I just want to show you how I'm making these snacks. It's something I'm making for my kids for their homeschool co-op the next day when they eat with all the other children. This right now, I'm using my Mandoline slicer, and I've got some squash. I think it's called something like Calabaza squash. I show it in one of my previous videos. I show you the name and what it looks like in its whole form. All I've done is peel it and chop it in half. You could use something like zucchini to make this also. So I'm just slicing them with the Mandoline slicer until they're all done. Throwing them in the bowl when I've got too many on the board. Just getting them all sliced up. Okay, so now I'm just gonna speed the rest of this part up because it would be boring if you watched it all in real time. I'm employed by the world like Amber Alert. To the boy and the girl, I done made more deliveries than he clip. In the capital when I make a key shift, trying to dodge the pin when a fiend hits. That's three strikes when the police pitch. So when it comes to moving the crack, I ain't trying to be a nigga that falls in the trap like that. That's that dopamine, I mean dope. That's that dopamine, I mean dope. That's that dopamine, I mean dope. Okay, so now I'm just adding this mix on. All it is some brown sesame that I blended with red bell pepper, some plum tomatoes, some red onion, and some other seasonings. I'm just putting all this onto the pre-sliced squash, and now I'm just going to mix it all up. So I'm just going to get it all so it's all wow coated all over the squash so that it adds some good flavor to it. And I've never done this before, by the way. I'm really just experimenting. That's pretty much all I ever do, experiment. I don't tend to use recipes. I just think of new ideas and just give them a go. So I'm just mixing all that on there so then I can put it in the dehydrator. So now I've got my dehydrator sheet, and I'm gonna put one of these other sheets over the top because I find it makes it a lot easier for cleaning up afterwards, especially when I'm using something that's kind of messy like this. So I'm just gonna spread this all out over the sheet. Try spread it out as best I can because then it will dry a whole lot faster and better. If it's too grouped together, then it just takes a whole bunch longer to dry, and I needed this ready for the next day. So all I'm doing is just getting it all fairly evenly spread out. I'm not wasting too much time on it because I've got other things to be doing. But it's pretty simple. I'll put a link to these sheets down in the description I'm using because they're pretty good. I believe they're supposed to be disposable, but I just wash them off and use them again until they really get too tired, and then get some more. But they're great, especially when I'm making like the fruit wraps and stuff. I just pour the liquid onto them and they just peel off super easy. So I think I'm about done spreading this out now, and then I'm just gonna put the rest on another tray in a minute. I thought I'd also show you, I've also put some on one of the dehydrator trays without one of those sheets on because I thought I'd experiment, see which comes out better. Now here you go, this is the next day when I've taken them out the dehydrator. Here's also one of the banana wrap fruit roll up type things as well. I made for the kids. This is basically all you see here is some of the food they're taking with them to the homeschool co-op. So you can see the chips came out pretty good. They're pretty crispy. They got some good flavor over the squash. So I'm hoping that the children are really going to enjoy them.
We got video
Hey everyone, I'm just going to do a quick video asking my kids how they feel about eating out with our style of eating. Okay kids, so my first question for you is, do you enjoy eating the way you eating, you know, your raw foods while you're out somewhere like Homeschool Co-op, for instance?
Well, yeah, they're amazing. Yeah, it's completely fine.
So you enjoy the way you eat?
Yes.
Yeah, and it doesn't bother you that you're eating that way around other kids that don't eat the same as you?
No, I don't notice it.
Okay. Does anyone ever try and make you feel bad for the way you eat when you're eating with other children?
No.
No?
They get curious, but nobody's mean about it. Yeah,
okay.
That's about the same with me.
So people just get curious? Okay. And do you ever wish you were eating the foods they eat when you see the different types of foods they're eating?
Yeah, no.
No? So what sort of foods do you take to eat when you're at Homeschool Co-op, for instance?
Fruit roll-ups, currants, orange juice that I make in the morning, and strawberries. That's the main things.
Okay. And you, Lorenzo, what do you tend to eat?
Fruit roll-ups, oranges, and sometimes something else.
Yeah. What's your favourite thing?
Banana wraps. Yeah.
Yeah? The dehydrated banana wraps or fruit roll-up thing?
They're the best.
Yeah?
Yes.
So is there any times when you're at your Homeschool Co-op or anywhere else that they're giving out foods and it's not the sort of food you can eat?
Yeah, in Mexican studies.
And so is it the sort of foods you don't normally eat? So do you eat them?
No.
Why don't you want to eat them?
Our foods are yummy enough and healthy enough. And healthier. And I don't want in being raw for I don't know how long.
So because you want to stay eating raw?
Yeah.
Yeah. And are they what sort of ingredients are there? Are there any animal products?
Yeah, like milk.
And do you want to consume milk?
No.
Why don't you want to consume milk?
They're from cows.
So you don't want to have milk because it comes from cows?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you think you want to add, guys?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Alright, well thank you again. Say bye to the camera.
Bye.